What's going on, guys? Explosion789 here, and thank you so much for tuning into the channel. And I'm glad you did, because you're not going to want to miss this. That's right, I got a little treat for you this week. I teamed up with my good friend Sam. He goes by Eulogiess in the game. You may have seen him over the years. And the two of us have been playing Ranked Joust for such a long time. And we're getting ready for the biggest Joust tournament in Smite history, honestly. I think so. I mean, it's $1,500. If you haven't heard about it, Korpz, well-known streamer in the community, is hosting a Joust tournament that's going to be live on the 12th of November on Saturday. So me, Sam, and my friend Jordan are going to be entering into that tournament, and that will be also put here on the channel. But what better way to commemorate that than with a Joust tier list? So you're like, what are the good gods? What are the bad gods? What are the ugly gods? You know, we got it all covered in right here for you. Strap yourselves in, grab yourself a snack, because this is one hell of a long video. Thank you so much, and without further ado, the ranked tier list. Here we go. Today I am joined with my good friend Sam here. He goes by Eulogiess, and both of us have been playing Smite for an extensive amount of time. We've spent a lot of time together, in fact, when we played Ranked and Ranked Joust over the years. But with the current meta and everything shifting, we thought that we would put to you right before the SPL World starts kicking off, a Joust tier list for you. So Sam, how you doing?
Hey, yo, I'm doing good. How are you?
Always a good time, always a good time. But I think we should get right into the good stuff here. So you can see my screen, right, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Achilles first. Achilles, where does Achilles go? Is he in the dog shit? Is he in the bad? What do you think?
Dude, Achilles. Dude, you know we ban Achilles every time we play him unless we're first pick. I think he's a god tier warrior.
I think he's God tier right there with you. Must ban. He's just insane with the sustain and the items right now he utilizes. He's crazy.
Yeah. The
Agni,
shield bash is a good form of CC and everything. The fucking dash, if you upgrade, it's also good.
the
Re and
stun
the execute's insane.
executes insane. Takes so many
Yeah.
gods off the board. Agni, where would you place Agni?
Uh, I don't think Agni's bannable or S tier. I think he's a solid pick. If you know how to use the combo and everything, I think he's good.
He's really good. Book of Thoth just got that buff as well, that pen buff. So I mean, if you want to utilize that in your builds, flat pen Agni has done well in the past. We saw that in the beginning of season 9.
Still kind of needs the cooldown there at the same time with his ultimate, his bombs.
His
Yeah,
bombs,
so
but when he does come
yeah,
online and he can get ahead, he becomes a real big problem. So solid pick for sure. I agree.
yeah. The
AMC,
B
the B,
got tier.
God tier.
Always a must ban in Joust.
He
Build a
goes
team
he
around
goes ahead.
AMC.
Oh, how do I do? Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah,
I'd say he's the best God in Joust. Is that fair?
yeah, I agree. You build a
Undisputed.
team around AMC, two guardians, or two, you know what I'm saying, a warrior guarding a hunter with him in there. CC, all it literally takes is a little bit of CC and it'll kill people instantly,
And that's
normally.
it. I mean, the only cons about AMC is he just has no real crowd control and no CC immune ult. But yeah, he doesn't need it. He's insane.
Yeah, his protection shred's also insane. Makes good for the double guardian
The
comp.
double guardian, they'll do mucho damage. Opwash.
Um, he is very immobile. His ult's good, but I think I'm not. I don't want to say he's dog shit, but I want to say he's bad. But I think he's around bad or dog shit. Honestly, what do you think?
I'd say bad. I agree. He's not quite situational. He has a lot of anti-heal potential with his stun. Like against like a Chiron, he's a solid pick, or like a god that forces the heal like an
Yeah,
Ola run. But
yeah. Like a part of me wants to say he's situational, but he's not that good.
right, exactly. Like you just jump on him. He is immobile, and he's just counterable. But in the right hands with the right team, he can. He's bad though. He's bad.
Yeah.
He's bad. Amaterasu.
I think she's bad. I think she's only a good 1v1 god, maybe. I don't think she's that great in Joust. I don't see her getting played in Conquest either, but like the alt's good. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think you just I don't know CC her and just she's just practically dead. Build anti-heal.
Her debuff's good. She gives movement speed. She gets a lot of mitigation with while she's procking her too. But other than that, yeah, it doesn't really bring anything to the team. I mean, would you say she's dog shit or is she bad?
I wouldn't say she's dog shit, but she's bad.
Yeah.
Good team fight, all good aura.
Mm-hmm.
Don't see her played.
Never. On her.
Hunters are more your forte. I don't. have a problem with on her. I don't know, his damage is that insane to me. Maybe. What
He's
do you
never
think?
really a problem. You know what I mean? I feel like if he gets locked down, he just gets shut down. I think he's pretty mana heavy for no reason in Joust, where you need that sustain.
He's
I would
literally a
say
1v1 god.
he's bad.
Yeah, he's literally a 1v1 god.
Nothing more.
Yeah,
But he's
very
great.
balanced.
He's great.
Yeah, he's balanced. Don't get me
Very
wrong, but he's
balanced.
not amazing.
And with that new buff,
Yeah.
he's better, but he's still bad. Anubis.
Um, I would say bad or dog shit. Another thing.
He's a
Like honestly,
mobile. He's a mobile.
yeah,
I would probably say
anti-heal, mobile.
you build
Yep.
anti heal. He's dog shit. Ao Kwong. Now I know this is a Joust tier list, but I'll tell you this though, Sam. Recently I've been playing him in duel, and his damage is surprising if you build him that way. But this is a Joust tier list.
Um, I want to say he's bad. CCM, I guess. I guess it's the same thing with Anubis, kind of. I think.
Mm-hmm.
You build him tank or anything, or just CCM anti-heal. He's just practically dead. Honestly, I don't think he's that
He's
great.
slightly more
Maybe,
mobile,
like I
and
said,
he has
like
an
I said,
execute, but you know.
the same thing goes back with Amma. He's good one on one. You know what I'm saying? You get the execute if someone pulls the beads. I mean, that's an easy kill for the Ao Kuang, but I think in a team fight situation, I don't think he's that great in Joust.
After he gets one kill, that's it. That's all he's got.
Yeah.
All right, Aphrodite. This is interesting.
Mm, I want to say she's a solid pick, but also anti-heal. I don't know. It just depends. Situational. Very situational. Depends on what your team comp has.
I would agree with
Store.
that. I mean, the movement speed and the damage buff. I mean, don't sleep on, especially her back off. If you're going like a dive comp, like maybe with like a Gilgamesh, but like, or even an Achilles, but like, yeah, it's situational, especially with anti heal. I agree with you
Yeah.
here. Apollo. We have sexy Apollo.
Apollo. Uh, I want to say he's bad, honestly. I don't like Apollo and Joust
Hmm.
that much, to be honest with you. I don't
I
think he's that great.
I would agree with that. I would say he's better than on her though. If I had to
Yeah,
have one, I would say he's definitely. I'd even put him in front of Ahmed. Yeah, I'd put him. He's the king of the bad list for now. But yeah, he's nothing
yeah.
special. Arachne.
Arachne, dog shit.
Dog shit. Terrible. Don't play her. Just
Yeah.
bad. Just bad. It's bad.
Aries. I think
Aries.
Aries is S tier.
I think so
We
too.
don't, yeah, we don't ban him, but he's S tier.
He's not. Yeah, he's not one of those guys that you really jump on the ban train. But he is. If you hit your chains and his ult, it's really. And he just does a lot of damage to buffs. Everything. He's solid.
Yeah.
Artemis.
Um, I think Artemis is a solid pick. Like it's like saying, how AMC is a mobile. The
Hmm.
thing is, AMC has a freaking single target ultimate. This bitch has a freaking ultimate that can hit the whole team. She's insane, I think.
But the thing is, where I would say is, it's like I feel like where she falls below a solid pick is she just has such a terrible early game sim, you know? Like AMC,
Yeah,
he brings so much to the table even early game. Like he can clear waves, secure buffs. You know, I'm putting bees in the corridors, you know, but
yeah.
she's got nothing. Really. Literally
I,
nothing. Her three, that's it.
I like her because her ultimate and her attack speed thing, it goes good with the pen build. I think I don't know, she's better than on her and Apollo, I
Oh,
feel
for
like.
sure. For sure. But
Yeah,
she's not I wouldn't say she's bad.
yeah.
I'd say she's either situational or what do you think?
Yeah, I put her in situational. Just depends. She needs a team comp built around her, and she's a
I mean, you never
mobile.
see her, right? I mean, when's the last
Yeah.
time we've seen her? So I think for
Oh,
that reason,
yeah.
for,
There's way better hunters than her.
yeah.
I agree.
Ardio, here we go. Badass lifeboat.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Coming from an Ardia player, I feel like she's very situational, but she's also solid. The only time I pick Ardia is if I'm going up against a Bastet, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Just
The cripple
depends.
is so strong,
She's a
but
good guardian, but I don't think she's on the level of Ares.
yeah, she suffers from mana consumption. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
kind of weird. She's almost just as I mean, she has a dash, but I feel like she's like less mobile than Ares, if that makes sense. Like, cause she's got a chance. It's weird.
Yeah.
I'd say. What do you think? Solid pick or situational?
I'd say situational. I only play her because of the
I'll put
cripple.
her at the front. Yeah, put her at the front.
That's the only time you're ever gonna see me play her.
Athena.
I don't think Athena's bad. Good CC. The taunt's amazing. The ultimate is all right. I'd say a solid pick. She's
They
not a
just buffed
horrible
her
guardian.
ultimate too. Is a pretty big.
Yeah.
Pretty big. So what are you thinking? Solid pick?
Solid. You're not gonna see me play her. There's other better guardians out here, but she's good.
She's
She's all
not
right.
bad for sure. And even the block stacks, depending on
Yeah.
who you're fighting. A Wheelix.
Um, I want to say a Wheelix is almost bad, honestly, because she can be played pretty good tank. What do you think?
She's viable.
Viable. I don't want
She's
to say.
viable.
I don't necessarily think she's dog shit.
Nah, I wouldn't say she's dog shit, but I'd say she's like. I don't know if I'd rather have an Wheelix or an on her on my team. I don't know. I'm gonna put her behind on her.
Yeah.
Baba Yaga. Baba knows best.
Baba the crock pot
The
boy.
crock pot.
The I put her in S tier. She's a really good mage,
She's very solid.
especially with how freaking Bucket Thoth is now and
The
freaking
stack meta. She
Warlocks.
is she
Yeah.
is top pick mage for sure. Very very strong. And the ultimate is just the range. People have like the zoning gets so much stronger just because of your ult, how far it shoots.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Um,
Bacchus.
Bacchus. I mean, you don't see me play Bacchus that often, but I think he's a solid pick. I don't think exactly he's bad. Remember when Bacchus used to be like the top picked guardian in Joust?
That was a
Like
while
top
ago.
pick, top end,
Yeah.
like back in the day. I think he's a really good pick, honestly.
He's better than everyone thinks he is. I feel like he gets the 15% mitigation in his passive. He just got a 1.5 second stun added to his burb. His intoxicate's really annoying to deal with nowadays. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's just he's solid. I'd agree. Bakasura, the 1v1 man.
dog shit.
I agree with you. He's dog shit. He's better. He's definitely better than Arachne, I think.
Yeah,
For
better
sure.
team fight ult.
Yeah, I'd say he's better than. Nah, we'll keep Anubis there. Honestly, Baron
I think
dance
Baron
the
is a
night
good
away.
mage. S tier.
I
S
definitely
tier
think
mage.
he's S tier. He used to be God tier, but they nerfed his heal quite a bit. He is immobile, and
I still
he's like
I still think he
predictable.
should get banned. I still
Oh, for
think he should
sure.
get banned from time to time, but he is a
But he's
very
not
good
like the
mage.
first ban. Like he's not
Yeah.
like must ban. Like oh, they got Baron, they're gonna win.
Yeah.
He's solid. Bastet
Um a lot of people fear Bastet, but I just don't see it. I think she's a solid pick as for an assassin.
for an assassin. Yeah,
Yeah, she's a solid pick. She has good damage.
she's like
But
the
if you're going up
Fenrir
against
of today.
yeah, if you're going up against people who know how to play against Bastet, just time where she jumped from, where she's going to jump back, and she's practically dead. Like I said, you can play an RDO or a good
That's when
tank,
RDO
and she
comes
just
into shine.
yeah,
Bologna.
or Ares. Bologna, I think Bologna's dog shit.
Yeah, I'd say she's dog. She just doesn't add anything to the team, and I think that's just like the biggest component to Joust these days. It's so team oriented.
Yeah. People would say, "Oh, but she has a team fighting." I just think she just gets CC'd out of her abilities and everything. You CC her and just hold her still, she's dead.
Like I understand. Like I mean, the ult is an interesting concept. I think if there was a way like an out of conquest buff, if you could make that radius like not twice as big because that'd be insane, but like 30%
Yeah.
bigger, it would like have a lot more application. I feel. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just not a fan of her in Joust.
Yeah, she just doesn't bring anything to the table. Kabrakan.
Bracken, you probably say he must be banned. I think he's an S tier pick next to Ares, honestly. He is
I
a really
I
annoying
think
guardian up
he's
against.
he's he's insane. I mean, he did just get recently
Yeah.
nerfed with his damage, but it's not his damage. I mean, his damage is insane, but his damage is not why he is the way he is.
Yeah. Time the ult right. If people use their dash or anything or get caught lacking.
So many of
Just
these gods, like AMC gets shut
yeah.
down, Baba, Baron, they all get shut down by a single Kabrakan ult.
Yeah.
Kamazats.
Amazons. Dog shit.
Yeah.
Gold
For sure.
anti-heal. Like I said, he's on the same level as whatever Arachne would be, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say he's better than Arachne, though.
Yeah.
Cerberus.
Cerberus, I think Cerberus is a solid pick.
He's got good anti
Ultimate's
heal,
good. Anti-heal is amazing. Maybe
protection shred.
situational. I think he's good.
I'd say solid pick if Bastet's up here. I'd say he deserves to be. He's
Yeah.
on live. Cernanos. He's been
I
insane in
really
Conquest, but I don't
yeah.
know. I haven't tried him in Joust. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm not really sure, honestly. He has a good team fighting ult. Looks like he probably could do like good damage. I don't think he's situational. I think he might be a solid pick.
In this meta currently with these items, I would agree with that. But it's just if like
Yeah,
you're the ADC in Joust, it's like you have to do the damage for the team, but in a different way than you can in Conquest. You know what I mean? Like you don't have 15 minutes to go farm by yourself. Like you're just in it all the time.
yeah. I think he does great damage. Just we haven't experienced it enough yet. I don't necessarily think he's situational, but I think he does good to be a solid pick.
Yeah, he's got good mobility too. Shock.
Um, I see Chuck's probably one of the most played warriors just because of his ult, his team fight presence. I think he's a good solid or S tier pick.
He's
You
good.
think?
Yeah, I think his damage is underestimated even to this day. Like
I'd probably put him at the top of solid. Honestly, his ultimate's very good.
his ult's very good. He's got a great slow, attack speed slow, and movement speed slow. He's got a teleport. You know, he gets around.
Yeah.
Low on mana too. He's solid. Changa.
I don't necessarily think she's God tier nor S tier. I don't even think she's solid, but
Yeah,
I think
no.
she has a I think she has a good team fighting ult, but she has to be literally in someone's grill to do damage.
I think because of that too, especially if they build anti heal, and I mean her two's up even max cooldown every like 8 seconds, so I think she really
Yeah.
struggles there. She's
Situational
she's
maybe.
better
I
than
don't
these
necess
guys. I'd say
yeah.
her and Artemis. She's below Artemis, I'd say. Chernobog.
Chernobog, dog shit.
Yeah. Dog shit.
Doesn't
Don't
bring anything
play.
to the table. He's a conquest god, not Joust.
He's got a like you can't even make use of that global ultimate. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Chiron.
S tier. I think he's a great hunter,
He's great. You can build
especially
him
against
attack speed and ability.
Ares. If you're like Nick and you like to cleanse people out of Ares ult, he's very good.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, it's not easy to do, and I still mess up every now and then. But you know, if that's what I'm trying to do, then I usually get it. Kronos.
Dog shit. It's too easy to read, honestly. His ult, just go back to where he was. What was it, 5, 8 seconds ago?
8
Easy to
seconds, yeah.
kill.
And he just people use his three way too quickly. Like you need to never use your three until
Yeah.
someone's literally kissing you.
If you can play Chronos, good on you. His one's on a 4 second cooldown. That's really good, but I don't necessarily think he's a Joust god. He's a 1v1 god.
For sure. Cthulhu.
Cthulhu is a solid pick, I think. He is one of the better guardians. Good team fighting ult. Probably very easy to kill in set ult too, if Sundered or Shin size.
Good zoning potential.
Necessarily if there's a mage on the other team, like a mage warrior guardian comp, I think Cthulhu would do good, but I don't know. Against hunters, I feel like he struggles because Shin size and the pen right now are too good. I don't know.
Even
What do you
crit.
think?
Even crit. I would say situational.
Yeah.
He's right behind RDO. But I do like him. I think we just don't see him as much as we do. Kukulin.
Colin, I think he's a solid pick.
Yeah.
Eh, yeah, solid pick. I used to play a ton of Kakolin. He has a good team fighting ult. Berserk mode's nice. Um, Probably be careful a little bit early game
Mm-hmm.
because you could get shredded. I'm not really sure. What do you think?
I think he would be solid. I think Kukulin's making a resurgence. I'm seeing a lot of people build like Mail of Renewal, and like I think the items are working in his favor right now. I think his damage is solid, but yeah, if you're not careful, you will get shredded, and then when you're behind, you just do nothing. So it's like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I'd say a case could be made for a solid pick. Cupid.
I think Cupid's a solid pick. The ult's nice. The healing's good. I think he
Mm-hmm.
has good lane presence.
He hits pretty hard. He
Like
hits pretty hard.
obviously, you don't play him, but I think we've seen plenty of 3 men like play him. I don't think he's necessarily terrible in Joust.
Yeah, it is a really good ult. It's so big. It's huge. I'd say solid pick. Cupid's alright. Daji.
I think Dodgy has a really good ult, and if you build her tank, I think she can do really good. I don't know. What do you think? I don't think she's S tier or solid, but I think she'd
Mm,
be situational or at the top of bad maybe.
she did just get nerfed really hard. Now it's on 120-second cooldown for her ult. And I'd say
If you,
situational.
yeah, I think if you're a good Dodgy player and you can build her tank and you can hit the chains on the ult,
Mm-hmm.
that's very
Consistently.
good.
Danzaburo. Danzaburo.
I think Danza is a solid pick.
He's good. He's definitely good. I think all of his abilities they work well with the team, and I think they do a lot of damage. He's got a lot of survivability, good dive potential. I'd say he's pretty darn good actually. I'd
Put him in
say
a double Guardian comp or maybe a yeah Guardian Warrior. I think he might do good diving wise.
in this upcoming tournament, Sam, I think we actually might see Danzaburo here. I might actually pull him out. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I don't know if Jordan's playing Hunter. That's right. So we'll see. But he's strong for sure.
Discordia.
Panic at the Discordia.
That's another pocket pick mage I like to see. I'm saying people pull out. We don't see it often, but I don't necessarily think she's bad. A good
She does
Discordia player can
damage.
be a nightmare.
She does a lot. In late game, she's a pretty big problem. The immunity frames too.
Yeah, I think I'd put her at the bottom of solid. She's a decent mage.
She's good. Erlang Shen. He's been neutered.
Hmm.
No longer a knockup.
Dog shit.
Dog shit.
Anti-heal. Sunder. He's dead. Fafnir. We don't play Fafnir. I don't play Fafnir in Joust.
Yeah.
Um, I don't necessarily think Fafnir's bad. I've seen some of the Grandmaster three stacks play him a little bit. Um,
It's just other
very
outside
situ
of his ult. You know what I mean?
very situational. Very situational, I think. I don't think he's that great, but very situational. Some people like I said, some Grandmaster three stacks I know include him in the like a comp of some sort that may include attack speed. What do you think?
I'm gonna put him in
Has to be
situational.
built around.
I think he's situational. It's just, especially early games, he just struggles. There's not a lot of CC, which you need in Joust. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with all the other options out there, he's strictly situational, if not bad. But I'll put him in situational. Fenrir.
Fenrir. I think Fenrir is a solid pick, or maybe even S tier. People fear Fenrir
Yeah, he
a
just does
lot.
so much damage. He's really tanky too. Even if you don't build him, like Warrior's Axe is insane right now. I'll put him. Could probably put him at the bottom of S tier. What do you think, or is that too much?
Uh, the reason why I like Fenrir, and I think why everyone likes Fenrir, you alt pull beads, and your alt's literally up again for them to get grabbed. And it's basically a free kill.
Right. So what do you think?
I'd put him at the top of solid. Maybe yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
good.
put him at the top.
I haven't seen him recently.
He kind of fell off the face of the planet, but I think he's still good. Freya.
Um, I want to say she's bad, but bad or dog shit. I like her damage. You let a Freya get late game, no matter what game it is, it's a nightmare to deal with.
And because
I
of
don't know. What do you
that, she
think?
can't be dog shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you could say the same thing about Kronos, but just now. Like, she's just way better than Kronos. Just the damage is just insane. Ganesh.
Not many Joust games last that long, anyways, for Kronos to utilize this passive.
Yeah.
Ganesh, I think Ganesh is fucking S tier, honestly. I think his ult is
Mm,
too good, low cooldown, and it could change a whole team fight. The silence is great, the grab is great.
the
He
stun.
also, yeah, he also gives stacks to people.
That is big. That is bigger than people think. You know, stacking is so real in Joust. So, I mean, I definitely agree. S
Yeah,
tier.
like back then, like how mages didn't used to stack, and we used to roast mages for stacking. I don't know. I guess stacking's the new fad now.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays in Joust, the game's gonna go longer than, it's like if you don't have Warlocks or you don't have Thoth, then you're gonna be a big disadvantage.
I
Geb,
put Geb at I put Geb at the top of solid pick. The shield is great. Don't get me wrong, the shield is great. But the
hmm
thing is, the problem with Geb, the cleanse is great and the shield is great, but the problem with him is I don't know, I don't like his lane presence. I
he's
don't feel
very
like he does enough.
predictable.
Yeah, I don't like how I don't know, I don't like his clear, good team fighting ult. He is a very good
Casual.
guardian.
He's good.
So
He's good in mobility too. He's not what he was like end of season 8 or something. Where he was just the end all be all. Guan Yu.
I'd put Guan Yu in S tier. We've been seeing a lot of like him get banned a lot lately.
His
I don't
heal is for real, dude.
Yeah, and the ultimate's amazing too, and the cooldown you get, so you can get your ultimate back up faster after you heal a teammate. That's really good.
His
His
slow at
freaking
max
three
stacks is
shreds.
insane. 3 shreds.
I'd honestly probably maybe put him in God tier, maybe at the bottom of God tier. I don't know yet. Yeah, it's like we see people ban him. I'm stuck between S tier and God tier.
I'll put him at the
What do you
top of
think?
S tier. I think he's a sleeper. He's a sleeper for sure. Hachiman.
He has a good team fighting. I put him in bad. He's right there with Apollo.
Yeah.
I
He
don't think
doesn't
he's
struggle with
necessarily that great.
mana, but it's just yeah, his abilities never hurt as hard as they should. I feel like his banner is he's like one of the last hunters that didn't get that, 10, 15 damage buff on his clear, he needs that.
Yeah.
His
Didn't they nerf his ult
scaling's
to
pretty
his
bad
dash
too.
or something like that?
Yeah,
A transition.
he can't transition. He can no longer dismount and like sneak into basic or something.
Yeah. Don't even remember the last time I seen a Hachi, to be honest with you.
Never. Hades, the best solo in the
Um,
game right now, supposedly.
I think he has a really good ult, but there's way better mages than Josh, I think. If I see a Hades being first picked, I don't know. I'm never picking a Hades as a mage. What do you
Mm-hmm.
think?
I'd put him in situational, strictly
Y-
situational.
Yeah. If you let him get
I'll
ahead,
put him
then
in
he
front
might
of
be an issue.
Changa. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
he's
you
definitely
let it
behind.
get late game. Let him get late game, he might be a big issue.
Oh yeah, full build. Then it does become a problem for sure. Hebo though.
Ebo,
Heba.
he has low health. He does a lot of damage. Like I said, the same thing can be said with Hades. You let Hebo get the late game or feed a Hebo, it's gonna be trouble. I think he gets to get bullied early game. I would call him bad, honestly. I don't want to say he's
I
dog shit.
would you say he's better than Pwash?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does way more damage.
way more
Well,
damage. Just cooldowns. I mean, he's got some CC with his rug. That's good for your team. Interesting. Heimdall.
I think Heimdall's a solid pick.
I agree with you there. He's just
It's like like having another Fenrir on the team, but he's a hunter. You pull beads, and basically that person's dead.
yeah. Especially if you turn your camera, you can launch him in that direction. Hell,
Yeah,
Paul's favorite.
L. I think she can be situational solid. Solid.
Yeah.
Um, I don't necessarily. I don't know. I haven't seen a good Hell in a while, to be quite honest with you.
I'll probably put her in front of Chonga, just because that cleanse,
Yeah.
could really help with, if there's an Ares or whoever in the game.
Yeah.
Hera, your queen.
Uh, I think she's up there with Discordia.
Yeah,
Argus can be a real problem.
pocket pick, especially with
Easy to
her
kill.
buffs she's got
She's
underneath.
way easier to kill than Discordia, but it depends how you play against her. You could literally, like I said, beat a Bracken or just trap her, just CC her, and she's dead.
She has a lot of CC with that polymorph at 2.2 seconds, and it's on a low cooldown, and it hits so much
Yeah,
harder than people think. It's
and
crazy.
it doesn't activate diminishing returns, I think.
I don't think so, yeah. Hercules, lightweight, baby.
Um, that's a good one. Could be a very good pick just to get pulls off, but you have to be very good at hitting the pull.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom of probably solid pick. I don't want to play him in Ranked Joust. I think there's
He
way better Warriors or Guardians to play.
I agree with that. He does a lot of damage early game, but late game he just still there's just something in his kit. Like I don't know what I would do
Mhm.
to just make him
Play against a good
evolve.
Hercules. You build anti-heal against him, you could probably shred him and everything. Play against a good Hercules though, it might be a big problem.
Mm-hmm. Horus, Buck. Horus is good
Solid pick.
for sure.
I put him up there in solid.
I would put Horus in front of Chalk personally. I think just
Behind Chalk.
his
I like
combo is
Chalk more than
really good.
Horus.
I like
I
Chalk's
like his
whole
yeah.
yeah, but it's just you cannot underestimate the damage this bird brings to the table. He's crazy.
Yeah.
Hu Yi.
I don't think he's a must ban, but I think he is
No.
one of the best hunters.
He's solid. That mark is no joke for sure. And I like to build on power personally, as you've seen. But when you do hit those bounces, it
So
really hits.
satisfying.
It's so satisfying. I'd put him. I don't know. I think in the right hands, he's better than Chiron just by a tad. But the skill gap is so there. Is so there. I think he's definitely S
Yeah.
tier. Hoonbot's the monkey.
Uh Dude, honestly, I don't think he's bad. Honestly, I think you put him in a good team comp, situational, like right next to Daji. He has a really good ult. Trelly plays him, or used to play him, I guess. I haven't watched a Trelly video in a while, but you put him in a good team fighting ult situation. I think he's good. What do you think?
I think you need to build him hybrid for him to work in
Yeah,
Joust for sure. But if you do
that's what I was
that,
meaning.
yeah, no, yeah, I think he's right there with Hades. Honestly,
Yeah,
I would say. Isis.
I think she's an S tier mage.
She's very solid. She's right here with
Yeah,
our
that's your
friends.
mage.
Yeah, she's just.
That's your girl.
That's my girl. That's my
Yeah.
girl. This the utility of her has always just been insane. She got nerfed pretty bad though, but it doesn't matter. She still brings the fire. Izanami.
I want to say she's dog shit, but I don't want to say I want to put her in bad. She has a really good clear. I don't want to diss her for that, but I don't know. What do you think?
I think she's king of the 1v1 gods, or queen, I should say. She's really
Yeah.
good, but I just don't think she brings anything
Put
to the
her
team. You know what I mean?
put her next to on her, honestly, if that were me. What do you think?
I just think she just doesn't bring anything to the team. Like a silence isn't enough nowadays.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'd say she's top of dog shit.
I just like her because the clear.
The clear is good, but like when there's two other people on the map, I don't even know if it's necessarily like an issue. I don't know. Just weird.
Yeah.
Janice.
Dog shit.
Dog shit. He's a very selfish god. He is just dog shit.
You just
Jingwei.
gotta be near the
Yeah,
you gotta be near the walls, man. And it's like what I'm saying? Joust isn't like Conquest where there's a bunch of walls and
especially on
everything.
the current
And
map, it's so boxed. We're on the
team fight, most you're gonna hit's probably one person, maybe no person at all with that ult. But yeah.
the ult does hit hard though nowadays after that buff. Jingwei.
Um, I think she'd probably be like next to Izanami. I don't think she's that great in Joust.
I agree. I mean,
Maybe
I'd
with
put
the
it
crit
behind her.
build.
I'd put it behind her.
Yeah.
Honestly, the snake, Jormungandr, the world serpent.
Dog shit. I feel like you CC him, like if he gets CC'd and his passive activates, he gets more damage out to him. He's very easy to kill.
He's very predictable. The ult is so dodgeable.
Yeah,
The damage, I mean, we talk about Hercules falling off. I say Yorman falls off so hard.
yeah. Early game against him is really annoying. That's about it.
For sure. Kali. Muhammad Kali.
Dog shit.
Dog shit
Just
gets hunted down.
like Baka, same situation as Baka. You CC her, she's literally a 1v1 god, she dies.
Dies just like that. Kepri, the love bug, hug bug.
Jeffrey, I think he's a solid pick. He has two forms of CC and a very good ultimate that could save somebody, maybe in a double warrior or guardian comp.
And it's two in a
Combine
team
him.
fight. You throw it over an ally and it hits them. I mean,
Yeah,
it's good mitigations. You cannot sleep on those mitigations. I'd say he's definitely solid. I'd say he's above Athena for sure.
yeah.
Let me zoom out just a tad because it's getting pretty big here. King Arthur.
I think he's dog shit. I don't necessarily like King Arthur in Joust. He just spins around everything, and if you just cease him out of his abilities, he practically dies.
Yeah, he's a selfish god. He's a very selfish god. I agree with you. Kukulkan.
Solid pick.
Yeah, solid pick. I mean, Book of Thoth got even stronger. He's always been strong late game. He really causes problems. But the Zephyr and Polly got a buff too, so I think he's up here actually. Honestly, I would put him definitely above Agni. Cuckoo's really really strong.
Good damage.
Kumakarna.
Um, Coom. I want to say Coom's a solid pick. He has the good CC that Joust needs, good setup. Combine him maybe with a Scylla ult or maybe a Thofall, and then he might be an issue for real.
Yeah, he's got excellent setup, and he's a beads burner for sure. I'd put him right here with Horus. For sure, solid pick.
Yeah.
Kuzumbo.
I
The
put
name of the
Kuzumba up there
capital.
in solid too. He has he's very tanky, very very hard to kill.
Very mobile. He's got like a perma slow. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's good. I'd put
TDR is
him.
insane with this too.
He's right. He's with Chalk. I'd say he's above Chalk personally, just
Yeah.
because just the items that he can build because he's magical.
Yeah.
Loki.
Another 1v1 god. I'm gonna put him in dog shit. Doesn't bring anything to the table.
Yeah.
Easy to
Nothing.
kill. CC dies.
Medusa. Medusa.
Uh, S tier pick. Probably the second best under in Joust, honestly, in my opinion. Maybe third, top three toss up.
He's. I think just the application too. I mean, her damage, her ability. Like Chiron will always kill someone so fast, but I just feel
Yeah.
like
If I see
her
an 100 get played, if I'm seeing a 100 get played, it's Medusa, without a doubt in my mind.
for sure. Mercury.
Like I said, 1v1 god, CC him, he dies. I think he's
CCM
dog shit.
does. Merlin.
I think Merlin is a very solid pick. I think his damage is insane.
Yeah.
Late game,
Early game he struggles a bit for sure, but
yeah,
he transitions. All it takes
solid
is a kill to
mage.
get him rolling. He's good. I put him right behind Agni for sure. Mulan.
I think Mulan's also a solid pick. The hook, if he can hit, it's very good. Ultimate's good. But I think she's in the same boat as Herc. You build anti-heal, and she practically just dies. Honestly,
Mm,
good early game, very strong early game.
very strong.
Do not fight her early game.
You will lose. Oh, I'd solid pick for sure. I gotta zoom out again. It's crazy. Neith. I think Neith is slept on. I think her damage is insane. I think the attack speed steal that she gets is really, really strong early
Yeah,
game and late game.
good ability based god, does decent basic attack damage. Put her in a
Back
double guarding comp, and she does fine. Good escape,
backflip does a
Eulogiess.
lot of damage. Her one does a lot. Her ult does a lot of damage. I'd say she's very. I'd say. I think she's solid pick for sure. Right here with Danza. I'd probably put
Yep.
her behind Danza. What do you think, Sam? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nemesis.
I'm not bite the steez, but I'll put her in dog shit. Just another 1v1 god that just doesn't perform well in Joust.
She's really mana hungry. She struggles so bad in the early game, and she'll just yeah. I'd say she's is behind Izanami in terms of dog shit. I mean, it's just weird. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. If you build her
Yeah.
hybrid, if you build her right and play her right, she's king of dog shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Neja with the old
I think
cardinal
Neja is
rings.
one of the best freaking assassin tanks, right up there with Fenrir. I think she's a solid, or he's a solid pick.
Yeah, it's a solid pick for sure. Nike, just do it.
Um, she's not dog shit, but I think I'd put her in bad. She like all it takes is for her all just sunder and the shield's gone.
Strong early
But I think,
game
yeah,
damage, but then yeah, Sunder just kills her, man. Like with that thing in the
yeah,
game, that's tough, honestly. Because of Sunder is in the game and it's so meta right now, I would actually argue that she's top of dog shit in my opinion.
yeah.
So counterable, it's not even funny. Nox,
I put Nox in situational, but I don't know, bad maybe. No, those nerfs pretty hurt her. The out of
they
conquest
did the
nerf.
cooldowns, yeah. They hit her pretty hard, honestly. Definitely
Go, but
situational, but bad. Mm,
play against a good Nox, and she can be an issue. Maybe.
I'll put her in bad, top of bad for sure. Nuwa,
Um, she has a good team fighting ultimate, but not for Joust.
mm-hmm.
I think she's pretty dog shit, honestly. I'm not a
Yeah,
fan of Nuwa.
counterable, easy to kill.
Yeah.
Odin,
Odin? Put him somewhere probably at the back of S tier, maybe at the top of solid. I advocated that if Odin jumps in, he practically dies. So
mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe situational too. Actually, yeah, I say situational with the cage. What do you think?
The cage is just unreal, like what it can do. But I mean, if you're going up against a GM3 stack and they know when the cage is coming, they're building shell, they're doing this, they're doing that. He is just really hard to bring down late game. I'd definitely put him at the top of situational.
Yeah.
Olorun, the black man.
Um, I think Alaron is dog shit. I don't think he's that great of a mage.
Yeah,
Ultimate's
what would
good.
he even do with his ult in Joust? Really, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like
Just gets beads burned
it's like a
or CC
selfish
immune to ult.
makes the Aegis last longer. He's just quirky. You know what I mean? Quirky.
Yeah.
Osiris.
I think Osiris. I think he's up in the situation of bad. Honestly,
He just
he's just
doesn't do
a
any damage. Personally, I don't think he's just not a threat.
yeah,
I mean, I'd say he's more of a threat than Amaterasu if you land his ult and it stops the healing.
yeah.
But I don't know. Pele.
You don't see Pele that much. I don't think she's that great in Joust. I'd probably put her in dog shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you build her hybrid, she really just does not do a lot of damage, and she doesn't have the CC to justify that. But I'd say she's behind Nike. You know, she's definitely above Nemesis. I'd say she has more utility than that, but
Yeah.
never a threat. Never a threat. Um, Penelope Pitstop here. Persephone.
Persephone. I think she's a great mage. I'd put her in S tier. Her ult's good. You go up against a good Persephone, say a GM master player plays her.
Such a problem, dude. I mean, when she's
Yeah.
in the game currently, I don't know if Hyra's fixed it, but she is. She was been banned. She's so solid right now. I'd say she's. You know, I'd say a good Persephone. She's beats out all three of these mages, honestly.
Yeah.
Poseidon.
Very solid mage. Good team fighting ult. He is very fast, but he has no escape either. What do you think?
He does really good damage. I think I'd put him at the bottom of solid pick, or I'd put him in situational. Honestly, I'd say bottom of solid pick. That's just me though.
Yeah.
Raijin.
That's a tough one. I'd put him in bad. I don't think he's that great of a mage, honestly. I really don't. His damage is not good.
His damage. I mean, it used to be like even like once you got to late game, his damage was great, but now the items are just not in his favor, and he needs some love. I think he's pretty bad.
Maybe it's because we haven't seen him. Maybe the items are in his favor now, but he rarely gets played. Just
Yeah,
have to see it.
and especially he uses his three dies. He uses his ult. You just focus
Yeah.
him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rama.
I think he's a dog shit hunter, honestly. Jordan Shaw would smite me for it, but he is not great. He doesn't bring anything to the team, bro.
Yeah, he
You
has no
think?
crowd control. Literally none. Like literally none. I mean, he has a cripple, but you only get that cripple if you go in on somebody if you knew you're dead. You know.
Yeah.
Ra.
I put him in bad, honestly. I don't, he has his heals are good. He can provide great damage with the right setup.
He hits so hard. He hits harder than people think. I'd say he's like right behind Nox, honestly,
Yeah.
nowadays. Because, yeah. The rat.
Very good hybrid assassin.
He's
Don't rarely
definitely.
see him be played though.
Yeah, in the right hands, the items work for him. I'd say he's behind Humbats. What do you think?
Yeah, but yeah, I really don't see him played, but he can be a very good hybrid assassin for real.
Good shred with his acorns. He's got a lot of different ways he could go, in a pinch if he needed to. Robin.
Another very good hybrid assassin that can be built tank. I think he's very situational too, maybe.
Mm.
Good dive god.
He's like he's got so much survivability. I almost want to put him in solid pick, honestly.
Yeah,
Seen
but you
some.
rarely see him.
You do
It's a
rarely see
rarity.
him, but when he shows up, I think he does good damage. But yeah, it's one thing I'll know is when it becomes like a 1v3 situation and they're sieging your Titan, Ravana just cannot kill minions. Doesn't matter what build you have, man. He just
Yeah.
can't. He can't do it. So I'm gonna put him
I
in
just put him in situational.
situational.
He's like a rat.
Yeah. Scylla, the classic.
Put her in S tier. She has crazy late game damage, a good escape, anything you want out of a mage.
Good sustain. Everything. Part of the balanced breakfast. She's good.
Yeah.
Cirquette, the will ship.
Um, I think she's a bad or dog shit. She's a great hybrid assassin, but don't play her damage in Joust.
Yeah,
Just jumps in and dies.
really struggles. I agree. Set,
That
the
I think
Trepid.
he can be a I think he can be a great solid pick if built right. I know people build him Transcendence and probably build a bunch of hybrid items, but he is very hard to kill. But maybe anti-heal and everything. I think he's still
Anti-heal
hard to
shuts
kill.
him
I'm not
down, but
sure.
he just has a lot of poke. He's a lot of unpredictability. I mean, good. He's just insane mobility, but you never see him nowadays. Really, people aren't brave enough to play him.
Yeah,
I'd say situational definitely better than Ravana. Definitely better than
I agree with
Dodgy.
that.
I don't know. We'll leave him here. Right? We'll leave him here. Scotty. Scotty
Very
availability.
immobile. I don't know. I don't like her presence in a joust game, honestly. She's
Yeah.
a good 1v1 god, but I don't think she really provides anything. Let her get fed, and she might be a problem.
I'd say, I mean, because of her three, I'd say she adds more to the table than on her. But yeah, and she just gets focused, she dies. She's better than a Hachiman, but I don't know. Hachiman's like more mobile. I'll keep him here. Sobek.
Um, top of S tier, maybe God tier. He's the epitome
I'll put
of
him in God
Guardians and
tier.
Joust. Yeah, the pluck is too good. Great setup.
He gets great
Every
protections, great
grandmaster's best
sustain.
friend.
He's so good. He's so good. Dude, seeing this tier list, it makes me want to play some Joust. I'm not even going to lie. Jesus Christ. Soul.
Did she recently get nerfed? Am I going crazy?
Nah, she didn't get nerfed. She's just
I thought
chilling.
I seen her in the patch notes or something. I think she's a really good basic attack mage. Her damage could be a problem. I think she's a solid pick.
I agree with that. I think she's above Poseidon. I mean, as far as the ADC, the magical ADCs go, she's like the best of them all, or the most viable, I should say. Sun Wukong.
Um,
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Sun Wukong.
I don't think he's that great, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the ultimate, it's kind of very predictable where he can land at. He can get CC'd. Just kind of he jumps in and dies maybe.
He gets sidestepped in his tiger form, but he does have good poke with his one. I'd put him in bad, honestly. I'd probably put him at the top of bad for sure.
Yeah.
That's just me though. Susano. How
If
do
I
you
were
say?
to build a assassin damage, honestly, I think it'd be Susana. I think Susana is very good in Joust, honestly. What do you think?
He hits pretty hard, but we never see him.
Yeah,
Put him in
I say
situational.
situational, but I think he's a great assassin.
I'm gonna put him behind these guys because they can go hybrid. He cannot. The tree, Sylvanas.
Uh, I'd want to put him in bad. His heals are fine, his ult's fine, but he's immobile. Kind of just
He
dies.
falls off. Yeah, he has to be the meat shield. You know what I mean?
Good clear, yeah, good clear, good early game, but I think he just dies. Honestly, there's way better guardian picks than him.
For sure. Terra.
Solid guardian pick, a lot of CC. Can't knock her up when the rocks are up. Good heal, good all. Brings mitigation to the team fight. I think she's really good, especially when someone has a tick alt or tick damage
Mm-hmm.
on your team.
For
It can
sure.
be very
Like a Spear Magus
deadly.
or something too.
Yeah,
Proc that on her. I'd say solid pick. We'll put her right up here with these other
yeah.
guardians. I'll put her.
You
Yeah, I'll put her behind
don't
King.
see her that often, but there's way better guardian picks. But I think she's a great guardian.
She's good for sure. Thanatos.
Dog shit.
Yeah,
I think he goes in and dies.
goes in and dies. The Morrigan.
Um, I want to say she's situational. She has a good ult, but I don't know. It just depends, honestly. I think she does good damage.
If you either get ahead or are comfortable sitting under tower for the first 15 minutes of the game, and you make it past that stage, she can definitely become a problem. But if you make a bad play, like if you go hybrid and then you go full damage and then you die in your own, you know what I mean, you really screw your team. So I mean,
Yeah,
I put her. I don't know. I'd probably put her here. I think that makes sense. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, probably put her there. Thor.
Thor, good hybrid assassin. I think he's in the area of Hoombats, Rat, and all them.
Just got buffed for sure. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely think situational. You know, almost solid, but he's just not there yet. Not for Joust. It's so competitive. Thoth.
God tier. He has relentless aggression, and his ult is amazing with setup.
Mm-hmm.
Ban him every game,
Definitely. And
especially with the
if you
pen,
guys
how it is
don't
right now.
ban him, you will play against someone who knows what they're doing, and you will realize why he's definitely a ban every single time for sure. Tier. This is Sam's popular
Uh,
go-to.
I think tiers. He could be a solid pick, an S tier pick. That's not because I'm biased because I play him. I think the fearless is amazing.
Fearless is
That is,
amazing. They just really buffed his three. Now the fact that he
yeah.
gets half stats in both stances.
He could possibly be an S tier pick in my opinion. Possibly, maybe at the top of solid.
I'll put him at the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
put him
pass
at the
is
top
very
of
good too
solid.
against CC versus
Mm-hmm.
CC.
I mean, I think it almost hurts him though because of diminishing returns. I mean, I don't know if
Yeah.
it would take that. Yeah, I think diminishing returns, but yeah, no, definitely to have him. You'll never keep him still for long, so for that, I definitely think he's a solid pick. Euler, this is Joust main, 180
Um,
axes.
I think Uller could be a very solid pick with the right
Mm-hmm.
setup. Put a Sobek on your team, or maybe like a Bracken and Uller if you can hit your combos. He is a big issue. Early game, not that great as he used to be, but the damage is still insane.
His scaling's still high. I think he's. I'd say he's S tier.
I agree with that.
I think so.
There are way better hunter picks than him, but if you're confident with your Uller, then go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, do you want to put him in solid? Or do you think S tier he's
I,
strong enough?
I think he's solid. I don't necessarily think he's a S tier pick when, I'm saying AMC's better, Hui's better, Medusa's better.
I think he goes to the top of solid. Yeah, here with tier
Yeah,
one.
I'd rather pick those mages, not mages, hunters, honestly.
More consistent, for sure.
Yeah.
Vamana.
You let a Vimana get fed, he may be an issue, but honestly, I think he's dog shit. You hit him with the center, maybe even bad. You hit him with the center or curse dog, and he just dies.
Yeah, he really gets locked down. I'd say he suffers the same fate as Nike. I like him more than Nike, honestly, because, he gets the health shield too. I don't know. But he's just. Yeah, it's pretty bad, honestly, especially late game. He gets
Yeah.
worse and worse and worse. Vulcan.
S tier mage, I think he's great. Relentless aggression again. The turret can be an issue. Good team fighting all. The meatball and the non-cripple one is just too good.
Yeah, yeah, it's just solid damage. And you can even build him, like, with
Yeah.
a breastplate, and he becomes 10 times harder to kill. It's crazy. With one
Used to
defense
play him a
upgrade.
lot in season 8, and I don't know, you don't hardly play him anymore, but he's a very good mage. I think he should get played a lot more.
Yeah, he's back. He's
Yeah.
definitely back for sure.
Yeah.
X Ball.
X Ball. I mean, if you're telling me if X Ball had his stun on his ultimate again, I'd I
He
think
would
he'd be
be
better.
tier all his own.
Yeah. I think he's dog shit. I don't think he
I agree
brings
with
anything
you.
to the team. Very safe. I
He's
like
mana
him,
hungry.
but
He's mana hungry, and I was thinking long and hard about this. Sam, I was like, how is it you have a god like X Ball with his one, it just adds bonus damage, and then you have a god like CERN whose one can also add bonus damage, and if you take the scaling, he actually gets higher. I mean, assuming you have like a 300 power build at 10%, you're gonna actually do more damage in his summer stance than this guy's gonna do in all his whole one. I mean, it doesn't branch, but he has a glaive
yeah.
auto, so I mean, and then it can do all this other crap. I just think it's so sad what happened to X Ball. And this is no mana. This costs 20. You know what I mean? It's like that's bad.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. I think his basics should go farther. I think then he would be really good. Like that's what they need to do to him. Xingqian.
S tier has a really good ult. Damage reduction on the one's nice. I think he's overall a good guardian.
Yeah, he reduces people's basic attack damage. He has incredible sustain, good mobility, good
Good CC.
unpredictability, good CC, great damage lockdown too. If you're a 1v1ing a mage or 1v1ing a hunter, you will win that fight, you know? Most of the time, for sure. Yamoja.
Um, I think she's dog shit. I'm not a fan of Emoji in Joust. The ultimate's fine. It's just I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't like her other abilities in Joust.
They don't hit. They don't hit hard enough. They're not impactful.
Yeah. I think diminishing returns also has effect on her stun lock on the one of how it used to be.
Yeah, and no one ever uses the stun for the tower too. Most people don't know it doesn't. It stuns objectives. Ymir.
Ymir, I think Ymir could be very situational, honestly, depending who you're going up against. An immobile god, Ymir could shine, have some
Right.
good walls, good CC,
Good
great damage
damage,
for a guardian.
but he is
Um,
immobile.
yeah, he is immobile. That is his downfall. Very easy to kill.
I think he's right there with Odin, Ardia. I think
Yeah.
he's safer than Cthulhu. I don't know. I think in the moments where I
I
would
put
pick him,
Cthulhu.
yeah,
I put Cthulhu over him. Cthulhu has a better roll in a dash.
yeah, yeah. You're right. More consistency. Zeus juice. Zeus got hit
Um,
really hard with that minus ten
I
percent to gods,
Now
dude.
listen, I played Zeus the other day in a Joust game, and I enjoyed it. You had to have a team built around you, though. But yeah, you're right. The out of conquest nerf kind of hurt him.
It's
He does
so bad,
less
dude.
damage. I
More
think.
cooldowns as well.
Remember when everyone used to fear Zeus in Joust games? I just don't feel that fear anymore, honestly.
Because he's not a stacking god. He was always the rush Bancrofts, you know what I mean, and just go to town.
Yeah,
And
I
you
I'd put him in
can't do
bad.
that anymore. I'd put him in bad though. I like
Yeah.
him better than these guys, for sure. But he's just not. God, I think I wanted Raw more than him. I want Nox more than him for sure.
Yeah.
Zhang Kui.
We don't see John Quay that often. He's everyone's favorite hybrid mage aside from freaking Hades.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has a really good ult, but he's also very immobile too.
He has a good stun if you get the banner off, but
Yeah.
then you're
A
almost
fed
waiting
John
for.
Quay can be an issue too.
I think
He could
Hades
be
has more application though with the 2 second silence and fear.
yeah,
You know what I mean? The ult that just is just better than his ult.
yeah. I like him
Tsukuyomi.
better.
Oh yeah.
I like him better than the mages on bad, honestly. But
Oh for
I
sure.
don't. Yeah.
Tsukuyomi.
Tsukiyomi. Hmm. A good like Tsukiyomi could probably be on the same level of damage as Susanoo if you build him that way. He could be
Mm.
a very he could be an issue. I
His
don't
cow
know.
traps are an issue. They last so long, and he does do
Yeah.
really good damage, but I don't know.
I don't know. I think
He's situational. I'd say
yeah,
I'll put
very
him
situational.
because of the caltrops and his the more team orientation. I'll actually put him a little bit in front of Susanoo. He
Yeah.
has that
If
utility.
he's if he's not a good if he's not a good Tsukiyomi player and he just gets CC'd out of everything, you just stop him from casting or just blocking everything, he kind of just dies.
Yeah, Gilgamesh.
Aegis also
Yeah,
makes it an issue.
Aegis makes him. Yeah, Aegis really hurts him.
Um, S tier probably solid pick. He has a good ult. Drop kick's nice.
Good
Slow on his
mobility.
one's good. Yeah, I think he's a good warrior.
He's a good warrior. I definitely think I put him in S tier for sure. Morgan Le Fay.
I put Morgan Le Fay in S tier too. She has amazing damage. Good ult.
Good application. Her slow's good. Her clones are finally good. Her it's and
Yeah,
her old. She's really in her survivability. She's so slippery. Her 3 goes farther than every other ability. Pokes
yeah.
people out. I
In my
put
opinion,
her
yeah, she's right next to Baron and Baba. Those are
Baron
the
Baba.
three my three top pick mages. They're amazing.
They're
They're
very
from Thoth.
strong. Tiamat.
Tiamat, I don't think she can kill tanks that well, to be quite honest with you.
She
I think
struggles with
she,
tanks.
yeah, I don't think she's an S tier pick, but I think she's a solid pick.
I agree. She's definitely better than a Poseidon, I would think. She shines late game, early game. You have that buff secure if you play it that way, but I mean, late game, her damage can definitely be a problem. And how safe she is late game
Yeah.
with those fully stacked runes, she's hard to kill in that ground stance initially. So I'd definitely say she's right here with Merlin in my opinion. Atlas.
Atlas, God tier. God's just too good.
He's
You build one
insane.
damage item and he could literally change the whole tide of a game, be very tanky, and that one damage item could literally hit you like a Mack truck.
Done. Done. God tier done. Must have been.
Yeah, there's a whole combo of abilities just there to kill you. Charybdis,
Charybdis.
I don't like how her ult is.
Yeah.
The ult could be better. I just don't think she brings anything to the game.
Yeah, very selfish god. Good 1v1 god. Jordan likes playing her in 1v1s. But yeah, she just doesn't bring anything to anyone. Yu Huang.
Yu Hong, I think he's an S tier mage. I think he's one of the better mages in the game.
Yeah,
Good
he's got
ult.
low cooldown. Good. He's got that root. He's got that protection shred. Good. The old is hard to hit for a lot of people. For a lot of people, but
It's a learning
he's
curve.
it's a learning curve for sure. But he's up there with
I
all
think
those
he's a
ones.
yeah, good mage.
Good mage. Cleona.
She can be a very good hybrid assassin.
I
She
agree.
can be very annoying to go up against, but she's not a Bastet or a Fenrir or a Naja in my opinion.
Yeah,
I put
no.
her, yeah, maybe in situational.
I'll put her in situation. I'll probably put her in front of Set because you'd see her before Set or Ravana for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably let's move some of these guys around. There you go, perfect. Lancelot.
Did his shield get nerfed at all
It did get
on his
nerfed.
horse?
All of his damaging
Um,
abilities got nerfed.
that if you just take him off his horse, I think he just practically dies, honestly. The shield bash knock up or knockback is a very good thing on him. I just
Yeah,
don't like. I'd put him in bad. I just don't like him after his nerf to his horse.
I think if he gets ahead, he is like ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
his damage is insane. But yeah, if you focus him, you have a team that knows what they're doing. He just gets killed, like you said,
yeah.
for sure.
Shiva. I'd probably put Shiva in S tier. He's one of the better warriors. Good team fighting ult. Knockup's nice. The dash is also nice. He has two knockups, but both of them are good.
Yeah, I mean, he's in Blaze and Sweep. His combo just does so much damage, and it's on a low cooldown. It's either Gilgamesh or Shiva. They're both very solid picks, I'd
Yeah,
say. I go with Shiva, and I go with Gilgamesh just because he can jump right onto your head and stuff like that. But those are all the gods here. I
yeah.
know that there's a couple left out. Where would you put Maui though, just as like a consolation
Maui.
in the current meta? If he's in
Um,
ranked, I mean, God, he'll be in ranked in like a week.
Next
So
patch, next
next week,
Wednesday, right?
yeah, next
Next
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah. Um, if it were me, the ultimate's good. The two, I don't think the two's very great.
Yeah, this two sucks.
Three's nice. I think he's a solid pick.
I'd say he's a solid pick. I'd say he's like behind. He has more team setup than say like Kepri. I feel like I don't know. Like his damage is really strong, but
Yeah,
he's not S tier. He's not God tier for sure.
yeah. Ishtar and there's
Oh yeah,
Ishtar. I
Ishtar.
don't know.
Yeah,
I'd probably put Ishtar probably in bad,
yeah.
maybe situational. She has a good decent ult, stuns everybody, easy to hit, cone, but I don't know. Her damage is
Diminishing
not that great.
returns is really bad on her, and
Yeah,
she's very stiff. She's not a fluid god at all. And like Jordan was doing some damage, but it's like you have to build a certain way. You have to go Transcendence. You can't go Devos. I mean, you can. I don't know. Devos just not really it in Joust. It's always been a Transcendence game for
yeah, I agree with
consistent
that.
abilities. But that is the tier list, guys. This as of patch 9.10. Again, this has been Explosion 789 and my good friend Sam. You can find him on Eulogiess. Where uh, I will post a link
You
to
can
your
put a link
Twitch.
down your post a
Yeah,
link to my Twitch
you'll
bio.
see it down in the description box below, guys. We're gonna put a link to Sam Eulogies, his Twitch. Go check him out. He streams most nights. He's very fun to watch, and you can probably find me playing with him because we play all the time. Anything else you'd like to say, Sam?
Nah, just have a good night, guys.
Have a good one. I appreciate you guys for watching. And yeah, we'll talk soon. All right, thank you.